Hello guys, it is the Gaming Weasel back again with another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Plague Star operation that just dropped on September the 8th alongside Nidus Prime, the Strun Prime, the Magnus Prime, and of course our Revenant Deluxe skin. So, the Operation Plague Star, what is it, how do you do it, and if you never played it, is it worth it? Well, Plague Star I think came here around 2 years ago, if I'm correct. And I'm doing a video now just because I never did one and might as well make a full guide while I'm at it, right? So, for the new players, of course, who didn't play this. So, what do you need to do? Where do you need to go? Okay, first things first, go to Cetus on Earth, talk to Konzu about the infestation. He's going to give you a little bit of the backstory on how this ended up on the plains of Eidolon, and then go and start a bounty, inside of his list, and then you're going to see a bounty, the Plague Star bounty. So, level 15 to 25 enemies, pretty easy. You can do this solo, you can do this with a team. Of course, I will be giving recommendations on what Warframes and weapons to choose. So the rewards are going to be mostly relics for Nidus, Strun, and the Magnus Prime. Of course, there are some mods here, mixed in, some Endo as well, and some Cetus Wisps. Honestly, out of these 6 missions, and of course bounties, every single bounty has 4 stages. So out of these 4 stages times 6, so that's going to be 24. I've only gotten 1 relic, so my luck was really bad, but hopefully you guys is going to be much better than mine. So, what do you need to do inside of the actual mission itself? First things first, as I said, 4 stages. The first stage is finding the toxin, which is going to be pretty easy. It's located inside of a cave. It's going to leave a marker on your screen, on your map, sorry, and then find it, pick it up. First stage, done and dusted. Second stage is going to be locating, well, not locating it, as I said, going to be marked. Go to the marked location and mix it up, mix up the toxin, and then you're going to get a pretty good concoction to destroy this infested bubble. It's going to take around 1 minute 40 to defend it, which is going to be, pretty easy, I guess. As I said, level 15 to 25 enemies, so you don't really have to worry about the enemies in this situation. So, the next stage is going to be the drone. You have to carry, or I guess an escort, the drone around 600 to 800 meters away from the actual infestation bubble itself. And then the last stage is going to be just cleansing the infestation, killing infested enemies and killing the mini Elephantis boss, which will be spawning out of the plague little bubble thing. And the mini Elephantis boss is actually not that hard to kill if you have a decent weapon and or a decent Warframe that buffs damage. And it's going to be really easy to do this. It does spawn at a couple of percentage points because of course you do need to get at the 100% cleansing rate, and then once you get up to 100% you're pretty much done. Stage 4 done, and you are done with the bounty. You go back to Cetus and restart if you want to play more. You are gonna earn around 2,000 standing per run, which is actually pretty good. The rewards are, of course, running on the screen right now, which you can purchase from Nakak. That is the little mask, little kid, so not Konzu, but Nakak. You can purchase this, you're seeing the thing on the screen right now, so I don't really have to explain it. But yeah, those are the rewards, and that's what you can pick up. You can pick up the new Ghoul Saw, which is really cool, and the stance for it as well. And you can pick up the Snipetron blueprint, and also the dual Ether Daggers blueprint as well, if you don't have those weapons, like I don't. And you can level those up when Friday rolls around, so you can, double or 4 times your XP. So, that is the bounty itself. Those are the bounty rewards, and those are the standing rewards that you can purchase from Nakak. So, what Warframes do I recommend for solo, and what Warframes do I recommend for squad players? For solo players, Oberon is going to be pretty good with a decent range and damage build. It's just so you can put a lot of grass fields and just damage enemies that try to come to the defense point. Protea is going to be very good as well. You can use Mesa as well. She's a pretty good Warframe in this situation as well. I would recommend Nidus himself, but he's pretty bad here. I wouldn't really recommend him, at least. I'm not saying he's bad, he's just not my recommendation, at least. Let me just think of some of the Warframes that are pretty good at crowd controlling. Slow Nova could be pretty good as well. Then trying to think of some other Warframes. Well, I don't have any Warframes on the top of my head, but if you guys have some solo Warframes, leave it in the comment section below for the people to find out and play by themselves. Oh yeah, Rhino's pretty good as well. You can use him as well. So, those are the solo players. What do I recommend for the squadding up players, the people that want to play in a squad? To be honest with you, playing in squad is going to be much more efficient. You're going to complete this in around, let's say, 5 to 7 minutes maximum, because of course what I recommend you take is a Rhino, a Slow Nova, and maybe a Loki. I'll talk about that in a second. The fourth one can be literally a random player. I mean, even the third and fourth one can be random players. I just do recommend Slow Nova and Rhino, just because the extra damage, and a Slow Nova to be exact, and I'll talk about that in a second. So what you can do, of course, Rhino can buff your damage with Roar, which is going to be pretty good at the, well, actually at almost every stage except stage 1, because stage 1 is just picking up the actual toxins, so that's going to be no issue. Slow Nova is going to slow down the enemy. It's going to slow down the animations of Lephantis, the mini Lephantis, so that means you have more chances of actually destroying it much faster, so you don't have to really worry about him, in quotation marks. And Loki, what is Loki going to be good for? Now, Loki and Nova can actually teleport the drone, which is sort of the longest part of this bounty as well, other than the 1 minute 40 or the 2 minutes you have to wait for the toxin to, you know, mix it up. So other than that, you can teleport. If you go for the max range Loki build, you can literally 3 times just teleport the drone, and it's done and dusted. That hardest, or I guess the longest part, is done, because with max range you can teleport the drone 210 meters away from yourself, so that's pretty cool. Same goes with Nova. You can teleport the drone pretty easily, but you do have to kind of make it precise, so you know, that's a little bit fiddly here and there, but other than that, it's pretty cool. And yeah, those are the Warframes. Moving on to the weapons. Now, faster weapons are going to be very great here. So the Kuva Braum I wouldn't really recommend, or the 10 and 10 Void. Those two weapons are kind of out of the picture here, at least in my situation. They're pretty slow and cumbersome weapons. Weapons with faster fire rates like the Exceltra, the Ignis Wraith are going to be very good. You can even use a gun weapon if you want to. The the Arcoplasmor can be pretty good. The D10 Arcoplasmor can be pretty good because it's a shotgun, has a wide range, and then but a fast drop off. You can also use weapons such as the melee weapons and secondaries. I wouldn't really recommend. You don't really need them because it is an open world map, so primary rifles are going to be very great here. I'm just trying to think of some other weapons, but nothing's coming to mind. I mean, Warframe has a lot of weapons, but you know, something that does a lot of damage, that explodes, and that is AoE. Those are going to be my recommendations. So this has been it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like, a comment, subscribe. I try to make a lot of content. I wouldn't want to say daily or weekly because that sounds really bad. I just make content on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Gaming Weasel, over and out.